she's gone. I need the devil to replace her. She's gone. So just a little update for any of you who were in my whatever stream earlier today. Oh no, you guys overheard the arguing that was happening between my roommate and the landlord. So about 2 hours ago, I get a message and he's let me know she's gone, right? So I was like, yeah, what happened? Whatever. So apparently after I left the house, he said that she still refused to leave. She wasn't, from what he could tell, she wasn't packing anything up. She kept slamming the door in his face every time he would try to ask her something or tell her something. She kept demanding to get her deposit back, which really she didn't pay a deposit. What happened was he was willing to prorate the rent for November if she left. Okay. So she agreed to leave, and I guess she would, he would give her like $200 back. Well, that was before she broke the screen in the window. That was before she fucking slammed the door and broke the piece of artwork that was on the door. So now that piece of artwork has to be reframed, okay? Because everything in the landlord's house is like antique, original. Like there's nothing in there that's cheap. Nothing in there is from IKEA. Like everything he has is antiques, right? And tons and tons and tons of artwork. Tons of artwork. And artwork that's like from locally famous New York artists, because the guy is from New York, right? So she breaks that. She's bitching. And again, he's still willing to give her, $50 to fucking leave. He's still willing to give her some money back if she just gets the fuck out and doesn't break anything else. Slam the window, your head's going through it. So what he was saying is that she was just like every few minutes or every 15 minutes or something, she would just start screaming, hurling insults at him through the fucking door, okay? So finally he had enough of it, and she wasn't leaving. She was supposed to leave by 3 o'clock. She wasn't fucking leaving. The bitch has nowhere to go. She's exhausted all her friendships. She's exhausted all her sugar daddies. She's exhausted everyone in her family. Nobody wants to fuck with her because she's a drunk and she's out of control, clearly. And I didn't know that she had warrants. I knew that because I would have figured when she went to jail, if she had warrants, they would have kept her ass. But I guess when they let her out, I don't know how it works in the state of Texas, but he called the cops and they couldn't take her away on disorderly conduct or assault or battery or any of that. I guess the only thing that it could really be would be vandalism. To me, that's the only thing that they could really take her away about. But I didn't even know about her warrants, but she has warrants, so they took her ass to jail. And all he needs to do is go to the court tomorrow. It's $129 to get the eviction. So so she can be served while she's in jail. Thank you, criminal damage. That's a good one. So she can be served while she's in jail, and then when she gets out, either the court date will have passed, in which case she would miss it, or I guarantee you she's not going to fight. But the thing is, he has to get the legal eviction signed by the court in order to remove her property. You can't just go into somebody's room and put their shit in a box and put it on the fucking corner like you used to, when I was coming up. Nowadays, if you spend, I know in California it's 30 days. In other states it could be as little as 1 day. But if you bring your property and you spend the night at someone's house, you either have shared ownership or you are considered a tenant, in which case they need to go through the proper channels. So he now has time to do that, and it'll work out. It's going to work out just fine. In fact, the timing couldn't be better, because the last thing we wanted was to have to put up with her bullshit until the eviction goes through. Now she's in jail and we don't have to put up with anything, and the fucking prison, you know, they can have her in prison, you know. They can have her in prison. So I just thought that was kind of funny the way it all played out, you know. She could have just been civil about it. She could have been calm. She could have been peaceful. But she chose to be erratic, and she chose to be volatile, and she chose to run her mouth to the very people who really were the most protective and who cared about her the most. And clearly none of these dudes that she's fucking give a shit about her, because not one of them agreed to help her move anything, which is the crazy part, because the whole reason she had this one dude spending the night last night was so that he would help her in the morning. That was the story she gave everybody else. Are those dirty?
There's food in it.
There's still food in it? Okay. Yeah, so I just thought that shit was funny. So life lesson, you know, don't be a drunk around people who aren't willing to be an enabler, you know. And unfortunately, this is a problem for me, is that a lot of people learn, I'm sorry, let me rephrase. A lot of people don't learn quickly enough that Jenny is not going to be an enabler. You know, you can, I'm a live and let live person. So if you want to go over there and do all that hoe shit and do all that drunk shit and still think you can talk down to me and still think I'm going to support you and still think I'm going to cover for your lies, that's not going to happen, bitch. Same thing with the landlord. If you think you're going to consistently be disrespecting the fucking man who's putting a roof over your head, not requiring you to pay a deposit, being flexible when you're late on the rent, or paying the rent twice a month when you get paid, and you want to shit on him, and he's an old man. He's an old man with chronic depression, and you want to shit on him after he's been nothing but nice to you and nice to all of us that live in that house, including the lady who lives next to me, who's a nurse. Like, I'm not taking advantage of the situation, but I appreciate the situation I'm in. I'm not living with a fucking drunk like Laura, okay? I'm not living with no psycho. I'm not living with somebody who's up in my business. The house is clean. It's a great location. It's close to the freeway. It's close to the park. It's close to the gas station. It's close to San Marcos. It's close to Austin. It's right in between. Okay, there, anywhere we want to go, we can get to from his house. His house is clean, it's quiet, it's peaceful. We have wonderful little dogs running around. And she decided to come in there and fucking own everything, or act like she was owning everything. And finally, he got sick of it. And of course, you know, we're enemy of the state. I'm the reason she got the DUI. I'm the reason, you know, she couldn't get bailed out. I'm the reason her boyfriend, fuckboy, had broken up with her. I'm the reason everything's fucked up in her life. Really? I just sit back. I don't say anything. I don't sit back. Oh, what are we doing? Really? Okay, Pedo Joe. All right. Sure. Keep commenting, because every comment helps my algorithm. So this is why I don't kick trolls out of my lives, because they're just helping me and they're too stupid to know it. So keep leaving your disgusting comments. And if you think that word affects me, I so don't care. Anyhow, it was great. So she's in jail. The bitch is in jail. I bet I know who this is. This has got to be Josh Pruitt. I bet it is. Let me go follow your page. Okay. Yeah, you probably don't have any videos. You don't even have a profile picture. But keep it up. Keep going. Keep it going. Pedo Joe. But lesson learned, guys. You don't have to put up with it. You don't have to put up with this type of behavior. Hey, Texan, how are you? Long time no see. Oh, we got your dish. The dishes are coming in now.
They're right here.
They coming in? All right, I'm gonna go hit this dish pit. All right, take your ass back to work then, Pedo Joe. Oh, I wasn't talking to you. But some of the dishes are coming back, so I'm gonna go jump in the dish pit. Keep it up, Pedo Joe. Keep it up. Keep it up. You don't even know my ethnicity. You sound real stupid. Real stupid. Are there any more? All right. Hey. Are those returns?
No, I'm taking them.
Okay.
Do you have any clean tongs anywhere?
Yeah, if it's not in that bucket, it's going to be in the middle of the workstation. They're hanging up next to the spoons and
Well, it
spatulas.
should be service spoons or service tongs, not like.
Okay, yeah, you have to ask the chef about that.
Just the food stays in the dish. And then
She sounds stupid. Good to see you. Falling asleep. Well, you have a wonderful night. You have a wonderful night, okay? And guys, I keep talking about narcissistic abuse. I keep talking about borderline personality. I keep talking about these things so that you can understand that you don't have to fucking put up with it in your life. Not in a partner, not in a roommate, not in a work situation. You just don't. Okay? You don't. All right?